Business as Mission sa Entrepinoy Espesyal tuwing Lunes, alas 11 hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali sa 702 DZAS FEBC Radio TV. Nagbabalik po ang programang Entrepinoy Espesyal sa ating feature po ngayon. Patok na negosyo, ang ating partner Business as Mission Philippines. At kasama po natin ngayon si Miss Sophia C. Siya po ang CEO of Sophie AI. Magandang araw.
Magandang araw po.
Kumusta ka?
Okay naman po.
Napaka-interesting ng iyong business, Sophie
Yes.
AI. Ano ba yun?
So for me, it's very simple. If you have a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok page, tapos ang dami mong messages, pwedeng AI na mag-reply para sa'yo for your business.
Wow! So, ito yung ginagawa mo.
Yes, yung
Okay.
AI na yung mag-order take, mag-answer kung kailan ka open, kailan ka hindi, available ba yung stock o hindi. Ayun.
Sineset up ninyo.
Yes, for businesses.
Oo nga naman, kasi it will require another person to attend to social media.
Yes, not just one. Minsan, multiple people. Tapos ngayon, uso sa social media yung instant. Kahit 11 sila ng gabi, nagme-message. Marami.
Oo.
And expect nila may nagre-reply pa rin. So,
Lalo na mga OFW, no? Or mga nasa ibang lugar.
Yeah, or kunyari, nakahiga lang sila sa kama nila, tapos nakita nila yung business mo, gusto nila magtanong about it, marami nagme-message.
Okay. Kailan mo na put up itong Sophie AI?
2024, while I was in college po.
Galing mo naman. Anong
God's
course
grace.
ang kinuha mo?
Corporate management po. So, business course po siya. So, hindi po ako IT professional.
Ay, iniisip ko, IT, something na may kinalaman sa technology.
No. It's a very new tech. So, naglakas loob lang ako kasi sabi ko, bago pa lang siya. So, makakahabol pa ako in terms of learning how to use it kahit hindi IT or computer engineering yung background ko. Yan.
Okay. So, sino nag-inspire sa'yo to put up such business?
Inspire. Hindi lang po kasi siya one instance.
Sige,
a lot
ano?
of accumulated, siya. Pero for me, na-amaze ako kasi nung college ako, lumabas si ChatGPT.
2024?
Parang 2023.
Nagpakilala niya siya sa'yo?
So, maaga ko siya nakita. Tapos, ginagamit ko siya for my school.
Lagot ka.
To help naman. Hindi
okay,
ko,
to help.
hindi siya yung nagsusulat ng essay ko, pero to help brainstorm. As
Doon
a
pa lang
tool.
na-explore mo na, 2023.
Yeah, 2023.
Oo.
Tapos, sabi ko, ang galing ng technology na to. Paano natin to gagamitin na mas practical use case, hindi lang panggawa ng caption or pangsulat ng email. Kasi,
Hindi lang
ang
tulong.
ang talino na niya. So, paano natin to
Ma-maximize.
to make our lives easier. Yun.
Na-mention mo yan, kasi ang dami ngayon, dahil nga bagong technology to, ang dami nag-iisip, AI is a threat.
Yes. I feel like it's a tool more than a threat. So, it's a threat a lot of people think kasi job security. Job security. Pero the way I see it, since it's a tool, para siyang sewing machine. Makina siya. Right? Tool lang sewing machine. Kung hindi, mag-hand sew tayo. Pa rin. Para siyang instead of using a shovel, kukuha ka ng mga tractor, bulldozer to help you. Now, because of these amazing tools, it will take less time and it will make everyone more productive in the long run.
Okay, ang understanding kasi, pinapalitan. Pinapalitan ni AI ang mga tao.
For me, it's not pinapalitan. It's more of making them more efficient. Kasi yung mga repetitive tasks,
Like
pwede mo
yung
na
service ng Sophie AI.
Yes, 'di ba? Parang araw-araw may nagtatanong, magkano to? Kung ikaw, tao ka, everyday, nauubos 8 hours mo kaka-reply, 150, kukuha po ba kayo? Ano po order nyo? Pwede mo nang change to, okay, outbound sales ka na lang, or like, after sales yung i-prioritize mo, or sa mga wholesaler yung i-prioritize mo. So, not really replacing per se, pero delegating yung mga pwede na i-delegate. Parang pwede naman tayo tumakbo, pero mas maganda kung may kotse. Tool siya.
I see. So maganda pong perspective, no, mula sa isang batang negosyante, si Miss Sophia C. And siya po ang CEO ng Sophie AI. So paano naman yung support ng parents mo dito sa business mo?
So ako, I would say I'm super blessed to have parents who are intentional and also in the in business rin.
Ano
So,
ang industry nila?
E-commerce naman si dad.
Ay, hindi, may connect nga din naman.
Yes, may connection.
So siya ba ang una mong kliyente?
Hindi, separate. Sabi niya, matuto ka dyan. He's there as a mentor, pero he doesn't really spoon feed us kasi parang belief ni daddy is, I'm after your character and hindi ka matututo if inabot ko sa'yo. Lahat.
Isusubo ko na lang sa'yo.
Pero he's there as a mentor to guide me, to make sure na pag nahihirapan ako, tama pa rin yung heart ko, yung principles ko, kino-correct niya ako, and kunyari, kailangan kong advice, hindi ko alam gagawin ko, madami kong problema, syempre sa business, marami. Nandyan siya to give wise advice, and I'm super grateful for that.
Ano yung mga bagay na nahihirapan ka? Pwede mo bang ikwento sa amin?
Marami. Syempre, new industry siya. So, sobrang uncertain pa. So, parang, syempre, marketing it and leading people as a young entrepreneur. Hindi pa ako ganun ka-objective. Very emotional pa ako. So, syempre, when you are leading people, parang you're always asking yourself, tama ba tong ginagawa ko o hindi? Ang dami pang doubts. Yun.
Buti nandyan si dad mo.
Yeah. So,
napapatibay nga yung dibdib mo.
Yeah. And rin, syempre, pag business owner ka, feeling mo mag-isa ka a lot of times.
Talaga?
So,
bakit? Meron ka namang mga staff who's working with you.
Pero, feeling mo mag-isa ka sa decision making, sa...
ang taas ng accountability.
Yes, parang you feel like the whole weight of the world is in your shoulders. Pero hindi naman talaga. Pero yun yung nasiisip mo lang. Minsan. So,
pero hindi naman nakikita sa mukha. Parang hindi ka nga nasa-stress
concealer lang yan. Makeup lang yan. Ayun.
Pero, para magpatayo ng ganitong klase ng business, Sophie AI, what does it require?
Tech, talagang AI and systems. So,
yung system, ang babayaran mo. Yun ang investment mo.
Yeah, investment ko technically yung team ko. Yung tao ko kasi kami yung gumawa ng system. Hindi namin binili. Yun. So,
dito ka na nag-hire ng mga technical person.
Yes. So, I learned at an early age to, okay, sige, hire mo yung weakness mo. Kasi, syempre, not being from a tech background, tayo dito, okay, I need someone technical to help me run the company. Yeah. And super blessed with the team rin.
Can you give us an idea, mga magkano yung kailangan na i-invest dito sa ganitong business?
Sa akin?
Oo. Hindi naman yung specific amount. Estimate?
You can start small kasi kunyari ako.
Sige, if you can start small, like how much?
Not that small pala. Sorry. I would say to start the business, nasa 7 figures pa rin. So, medyo malaki siya.
Malaki. Kasi nga technology yan. Tapos yung team.
Tapos yung team.
Kasi mag-i-invest ka sa team mo na dapat mahusay sa technology.
Yes.
Otherwise, lalaglag yung system mo.
And not just
so,
the
malaking
team,
malaking puhunan rin pala ito.
Medyo, yeah. Malaki.
Ikaw ba ay pinautang ng dad mo?
Nung una, hindi. Nung kinailangan ko, oo. Kasi, syempre phases. So, if you want to grow, minsan kailangan mo
expand.
Oo, lagay ng pera pa. So, dun na ako, after siguro more than a year, tsaka na ako pinautang ng dad ko.
Okay. Ano yung so far pinaka mabigat na na-experience mo as a young entrepreneur?
Pinakamabigat. I feel like people pa rin. People, parang managing expectations, bata pa so hindi ko pa sometimes control yung emotions ko. So, being wise about that na wag masyado madrama, wag masyado magalit, yung mga ganon.
Parang don't take things personally.
Don't take things personally, manage expectation, and trying to understand where the other person is coming from rin. Kasi sometimes, sarili lang natin yung iniisip natin and yung negosyo. Pero, syempre, the world is so big and marami ring other factors. So,
lumalaki ka na. Naiintindihan mo na yung pakiramdam ng sapatos ng iba.
Yes, yun.
And sometimes it's a painful experience.
Yes, a lot of tears, a lot of, drama. Pero, ayun, nagmamature naman as we grow.
Sinong support system mo other than your parents na very supportive and intentional?
Yeah, so for me, I have friends who are also
in the
business. So I have mga barkadas na business owners din. My church Bible study, not all of them are business owners, pero they're all in the workforce, corporate. So it also helps me see things in a different point of view, and I would say they're very wise. Yung Bible study ko, actually, majorities kanila older than me. They're in their 30s.
Ikaw pala ang bunso.
Medyo. So, super helpful when you have people older than you, mentor you in all aspects ng buhay. Hindi lang sa business, pero sa personal rin. Kasi hindi when it comes to life, hindi naman siya separate. May business ako, may personal ako.
Doon
intertwined
mo na nare-realize, ito pala ang world. At paano nakakatulong sa iyo yung Business as Mission Philippines sa bagong adventure ng buhay mo?
So for me, business is a calling. Like, hindi siya career lang. May purpose. Like, yung Business as Mission, they made me realize na may purpose yung why God placed you in this position. Kasi hindi siya normal. Like, being a business owner, handling people.
Para sa edad mo na ganyan, di ba?
So, yun. May mission ka, and dun sa last conference, I also learned a lot about stewardship. Kasi hindi lahat binibigyan ng ganyang kabigat na responsibility. So, sa binigay ni Lord sa'yo na responsibility, anong gagawin mo with it? Yun.
So, you're taking it as a privilege.
Yes. Super privilege. I mean, it comes with a lot of challenges and a lot of responsibilities. Pero, at the end of the day, ask yourself, ano bang ginawa mo sa binigay ni Lord sa'yo? No matter how big or no matter how small.
Okay. And integrity is also a currency.
Yes.
How do you maintain?
It's hard.
Integrity sa business mo na to. Sophie AI.
Yeah, so it's hard, especially kunyari, let's say, taxes and mga fees. Kasi, syempre, pumasok ako sa business, clueless, slightly naive, I would say. Tapos biglang...
Tanggalin mo na yung slightly.
Very naive. So, syempre, nung I was faced with the reality, kasi I have one book lang, like, everything's declared. So, pag nakikita ko yung babayaran ko. Sabi ko, ang lit-lit kong kumpanya. Ito yung babayaran ko for ilang months lang. So, syempre may struggle siya. Lalo na, yun nga, bootstrap. Like, hindi naman ako binigyan lang ng pera. Tapos, start a business. Yung pinampuhunan ko here, pinaghirapan ko ng ilang side hustles throughout the years. So, parang masakit siya when it comes out of your own pocket. Pero, ayun, at the end of the day, we're doing business for the Lord naman. Hindi naman for ourselves lang. And yun nga, may mission tayo eh. So, ayun, kailangan in every aspect, integrity is not just sa how you relate with people, pero sa actions mo rin. And that includes finances.
Nakikita mo yung wisdom doon?
Yes, pero mahirap. Like, alam kong may wisdom doon, pero there are days na I don't. There are days na, syempre, tempted na, you know what, wala, like, pwede ba palusot na lang to, or ganyan. It's a reality, pero, siguro that's where faith comes in, na sometimes you don't understand why it's like this, pero, gagawin mo kasi, may faith ka na ito yung tama,
Amen.
ito yung pleasing kay God.
And parang nai-imagine ko yung lagi yung sinasabi ng mga kabataan na word na cognitive dissonance.
Ano po yun?
Nalilito kayo, yung parang dapat tama ito yung ginagawa ng righteous na tao, pero bakit kokonti lang kami, pero bakit hindi nagme-make sense ang mga bagay-bagay. Pero katuwang ang Business as Mission Philippines ay meron kayong mga grupo na magkakaparehas kayong mga bata, na mga negosyante, speak the same
accountability
language.
talaga. Kasi kung syempre, if you're surrounded with the wrong people, syempre, encouraging, lagi nga naman talaga magpatakbo. It's how we do it. Normal yan. So, syempre, when yun yung reality
Influence
mo, yun yung voices in your head, it's easier to fall, or like, it's easier to just, okay, go the usual path. Pero when you're surrounded with people na guides you kung ano yung tama.
At dinaanan kung ano yung na-experience mo.
Yes. Actually, sometimes, pag na-overwhelm ako, kasi Gen Z ako eh. So, mabilis ako ma-overwhelm. That's where nire-review ko yung mga lives ng mga mentors ko, ng mga aunties, uncles, ates, kuyas ko. Tapos, nakikita ko yung pinagdaanan nila. Mas kinakaya ko.
Yeah,
And kasi yung testimony nila, nadadala ko eh. Yun.
Na-mention mo, Gen Z ka. How do you take the challenge yung madalas na connotation sa inyo ng mga ibang generation?
Which one? Marami.
Name one.
Name one, walang grit.
Yes.
Like, mabilis mag-give up.
Yes.
Walang focus.
So,
Yeah.
paano mo nilalabanan yon?
Mag-focus kasi may pinapasahod ako. Hindi ako pwede. Yeah, pero ayun, parang being aligned with your calling. Kasi kung hindi mo pa sure kung ano yung calling mo, or hindi ka pa certain na okay, for this season nandito ako, it's so easy to parang always look at compare. The grass is always greener on the other side. Kahit ako may negosyo, a lot of my friends kunyari admire me, pero minsan gusto ko mas admire ko sila, mas mahaba tulog nila, wala silang stress pag uwi na, like ganon. So no, don't compare, and just focus on what you are called to do, kasi yon, grass is always greener on the other side.
Pero comparison is the greatest killer.
Yeah, thief of joy talaga siya.
Kaya yun ang lalabanan.
Yeah, especially with us, everything's accessible eh. Comparison sa travel on social media, pati career
But ako hindi
on
nagta-travel.
LinkedIn.
Oo.
So parang everything, yung comparison dati is pag nagyabang lang yung friend mo or pag nag-uusap kayo, or pag narinig mo yung chismis. Ngayon, kahit matutulog ka lang, pag open mo yung phone mo, may comparison na sometimes hindi mo na i-identify. Yun.
Nakakatuwa kang kausap, very raw yung iyong emotion and very honest. And with that, maraming natutunan ang ating mga kaagapay ngayon na mga negosyante kasi nakaka-relate sila sa nararamdaman mo na may mga struggle. Totoo naman, yung buhay is life in progress. But we have this group of people who will remind us of our calling.
Yes.
And yan, mga provision sa iyo ng Panginoon. Ano ang challenge mo sa mga Gen Z na mga business owner?
Gen Z business owners, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Pero, be a good example in every aspect. Not just in business, pero in your personal life rin, personal walk, in your words. And yun, focus lang kay God. Stop comparing.
For sure, your parents are so proud of you.
I hope so.
And maraming salamat. Kasama po natin si Sophia C., CEO ng Sophie AI. And napagpala kami sa iyong negosyo and how the Lord has spoken to your life and through your business. At dito na po nagtatapos ang ating programang Entrepinoy Espesyal. Katuwang po natin ang Business as Mission Philippines. At nakasama po natin sa ating programming si Nicole Estoy, si Jabez Mancio at si Reggie Villena. Ako po si Jo Cabrera Alabastro. Hanggang sa susunod na episode ng programang Entrepinoy Espesyal.